Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Adeyinka Otunba, and with me here are three lovely moms. So the direction of this YouTube channel has always been motherhood, family, and lifestyle, and I'm trying to explore other options of the motherhood part of this channel. So going forward, you're going to be seeing different moms sharing their different motherhood experiences. So to kick this off, I'm going to be starting with my girls here. With me here, we have Kemi, and we have Ife to my right, and then we have Fadekemi to my right as well. So in this video, we're going to be discussing motherhood and raising children abroad and in this country. So let's get into it. Welcome back. Motherhood for everybody is different, and everybody experiences motherhood differently, especially in this country. And I just want to share the different perspective of motherhood, because motherhood is ghetto, but no two experiences are alike. And that's why I have all those beautiful women here to discuss what it feels like for them. So let's hear from Ife. What's motherhood like for you?
I'm a new mom. I'm a first-time mom, so I think my experience is a bit different from everybody else because you guys have toddlers already, so you're kind of in a different phase. But for me, my experience so far has been uh, interesting. I did not expect that I would love someone as much as I love my daughter. I thought, I'd already reached like the maximum peak of loving someone, but then this girl came around. Sometimes I'm like exhausted, really tired, but I still have love to give. Like, how is that possible? Then with getting help and stuff, maybe when she's older, I would probably be underwater and drown. But right now, I actually appreciate the fact that I don't have too many people trying to help me because it helped me raise
So
and
soak it in by yourself,
yes,
yeah?
and be there for her the way I would love. Like my daughter literally started sleeping by herself at 2 months.
Sleeping through the night.
No, by herself in her crib,
Oh yeah, yeah,
in
yeah,
her
yeah,
own
yeah, yeah,
crib
yeah.
at like 2 months. And all I just do is I watch her from the camera, and when it's time to feed, when she wakes up, I will know. I'll just go to her room, feed her, and put her right back. It's so funny that right now she doesn't even like sleeping with other people because she likes to be in her crib so she can make like a complete 360 before she finally wakes up in the morning. So if I had help, they would have been saying, "Oh, let her
They would
sleep
have
in my
messed up your
room."
routine.
Yes.
Yeah, they would
Now
have.
she has her own routine. She's just 6 months. Now she has her own routine. She sleeps through the nights. And the unnecessary, I don't want to call it unnecessary. The help that I would have had would have
Blocking
disrupted,
the top. This is
would have disrupted some things, and I didn't get that disruption. So I would say I'm really glad that I have that
and
kind
that's
of
really good,
experience.
that's
Yeah.
really good, because these children, I mean, these tiny little ones, they thrive on routine. And as
Yeah.
much, if you are able to get those routine set, I'm telling you, it will be good. I'm sure there will be like a little bit of hiccup here and there where, okay, maybe
Yep.
they'll wake up at some point, things will change, and and that's fine too. Let's hear from Kemi here. Kemi is a mother of three kids. She has two boys and one girl. So let's hear what our experience has been like.
Hi guys, my name is Kemi. I'm a mom of three. I don't look like it, but yeah, I'm a mom of three.
So what I look like?
Okay, I have 8, 5, and almost 3 years old. My 3-year-old will be 3 in a month. I would say for me, motherhood, you need a lot of community, a lot of help. Most especially if you also want to have your own life
Yeah.
to live. I do have a nanny. There's no shame in that. A living nanny at that.
I love it.
Helps a lot. Even at that, because these kids, they have a lot of extracurricular activities. My kids, my 8-year-old and 5, they have things to do every day, Monday through Sunday. I don't know. Well, that's with my husband. Anyway, they have like soccer, gymnastic, lesson, so many things. It's just a lot. And sometimes too, like if we have maybe trips to go to and none of us is gonna be around, we also still do ask maybe our aunties around, or maybe nephew to help us, drop them off. Yeah, we ask for help in that. Or maybe, for instance, we're on the girls, mommy's trip right now, I don't have to worry about those kids because I've, put things in place to help them. And, they also do have like swimming. They have a lot of stuff.
And
Sometimes
you're also a working mom, right?
I'm a working mom. Although I work from home, but regardless, I work. And sometimes I actually still feel guilty that I don't give them my all. But I'm like, I'm only one person. Because sometimes they do have school activities that parents also have to be at, like chaperones.
Yeah.
And all that.
Yeah. Ramsey had one 2 weeks ago, and his dad had to go stand in as a chaperone.
I have Camille asking me, Mommy, can you come for my lunch tomorrow? So the person came for their son's lunch. I'm like, go, I'm working.
Yeah,
It's hard not to feel guilty about that.
She still asked me about that I think it was on Thursday or Friday. Mommy, are you gonna come for my lunch? I'm like, girl, we have to plan this ahead. I can't just I'm gonna stop everything and go for lunch. Anyway, but the most rewarding part is we're all giving them, a good a good life and a good foundation. And they would also know this later on.
And we're also present, right? Involved.
Yes.
As much as everybody is busy, I am a stay-at-home mom. So it would seem like I have a lot of time because I'm a stay-at-home mom. But to be honest, I don't have that much time. I wake up in the morning, take Ramsey to school, come back home. I have my daughter. I have to run around the house, cook, clean the house, do all those things. Before I know it, it's 2:30. I have to go and get Ramsey from school. And then the cycle begins again and again, and before you know, it's like, where did all the time go? So even sometimes for a stay-at-home mom, I'm able to be there for most of the things that Ramsey has to do in school, but is that also misses out on some of those things that Into would really like to be in, but because of work, Into it cannot be in there. So I have to be the one to stand in. I mean, there's just so many different variations.
I feel like being a stay-at-home mom actually puts you right in the middle of doing a lot.
Yeah.
Because you're at home all the time, right? So now when your kid need this, you have to be there. When they need to go somewhere, you have to be there.
Yeah.
When they need you to provide everything, you have to always be present. So it means that you are momming the whole time.
Let me make
so
you
instead
guys...
of your regular 9 to 5, you are literally spending 24 hours.
Let me make you guys laugh. The other day, Ife was in my house and I went out with my husband, and Ramsey was like, "Where's my mom?" So Ife said, "Your mom went to work." And Ramsey was like, "My mom doesn't work."
Oh yeah. It's like mommy doesn't work. Daddy goes to work.
So I'm sure in school, maybe if they tell him, "Oh, I'm sure your mom and your dad has to work," he probably tell them, "No, my mom doesn't work."
My mommy does.
Father Kemi, how has motherhood been? I know she has 3 kids as well. She has 2 girls and 1 boy. And her first is 9, right?
Yeah.
This girl has a 9-year-old.
Yeah, I do.
And she has an 8.
I have
Camille's
7.
7.
She's almost 8. She's gonna be 8
Yeah.
in September.
And then Wami is 3.
4.
4.
Yeah,
Wami is 4 now.
Yeah.
And that one does not even want to be called a baby. If
Yeah,
you call her a baby, she
because
say, "I'm
she's
not
not a baby."
I'm
This
not
is
a
why she's not a
baby.
baby.
I'm not a baby." That's my girl right there. But so what has motherhood been like for you from, when they were babies? Like, did you have help or did you have to? And I know you were in nursing school and also a nurse. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
For me, I kind of have help and I don't have help. That's how I always say, but like I'm not gonna get into that. But one thing I know for sure is that I prioritize the kids and I prioritize myself.
Yeah.
And I've realized that's very, very important. That way I don't go crazy. I also work from home, and sometimes that makes people feel that you're there, you should be able to.
Yeah.
Which is not.
I think it's harder concentrating
harder
working
because
from home.
it's really hard because you have to give your job your all and the kids as well. And I think it's very, very important that you have to be acceptant of the help you get to. And if you don't get help too, don't take it personal. And just realize that they're your kids, it's on you.
Yeah.
Responsibility.
That's one thing that I feel like has always like gotten me through whatever challenges I come across with like motherhood. So it's just always been, I know what's best for my kids. I accept people's opinion, but honestly, it doesn't matter to me. I know what I want for my kids and I know how I want them to go. I want them to like to grow, and I know what way I want them
You
to
know
go.
the
So
life that you
I know that
planned
the
for
life I've
them.
planned for them and what I've envisioned for myself.
So help us God.
So help us God. So one thing, so help us God. So that's the main thing for me. And another thing is, like Kemi said, keep them busy. Keep
Yeah.
them busy. Keep them busy. Keep them busy. Extracurriculars, it's a lot of work, especially like when you have other things going on. Keep them busy.
These
It helps
children
you
be
too.
having games on Saturdays and
and
Sundays.
Sundays.
So she
There's
literally doesn't
something
have time.
every day. I don't have time. But again, like I said, you have to make a conscious effort to make time for yourself.
Yes.
Or else you're gonna lose yourself in this
You will
thing. You
lose
will
your
be
mind.
drained. Like this
Little thing.
this
we're
little
like,
thing
We're
we're
at the
doing,
resort
like,
right now,
on a
just
resort, just-
enjoying ourselves.
you have to make a conscious effort to make sure that
yeah.
you prioritize
You
your
will lose your
own
mind.
your own self and hang out with your friends. You have to make that conscious talk. If you have anything on your mind, have a motherhood like a
mom friend.
a mom friend circle. It
Yeah.
helps a whole lot, and that's why I have not lost my mind.
And that's on
because-
period.
because these girls
And that's on
these
period.
girls
You know.
they've been the main driving force of my ginger, because I don't know how I would have done it if I didn't have them to even like rant to on the
Yeah.
littlest thing, because they can relate. So
So,
it helps a whole lot.
Now let's talk about, the difference between raising kids here and raising kids in Nigeria. I know a lot of people tend to feel like if you're in Nigeria, or you have a lot of help, you have, family around, you have this, you have that. But I really think that it's not true, because even in Nigeria is a lot more scarier.
Yeah.
In terms of, having this nanny. There's so many things, flying around on social media where you see nannies run away with children and go and sell them for 10,000, or go and do this, go and do that. So, and a lot of people, because they have that help, they are able to be like, the driver will take them to school, the maid will go and pick them up. And I feel like a lot of parents are not involved in their children's lives.
Know who those drivers are.
Exactly.
You don't know their background. You don't even
Exactly.
Know what's
So there's
going
nothing
on.
like background check
Yeah,
in
background
Nigeria.
check in
There's nothing like
Nigeria,
all those things. And for people that really want to be hands-on, like all of us are like abroad, if you do that in Nigeria, you will notice that you don't have time either. And it will just be as good as you living abroad with those kids, because you can't trust the maid, you can't trust the driver, you can't trust anybody.
Yeah, because they don't want to even be of reference to
And then
them.
it's hard.
Yeah.
It's
But not
even hard.
necessarily though. I think the advantage with being in Nigeria though is you get to be around family, and you get that support. Like your younger sister can come and live with you. And
But my
she's
younger
also-
sister is
But
in London
here-
right now.
No, you're not getting the point. If we were all in Nigeria and the whole family was still together, the way it used to be when we were growing up, that cousins would come, that helps a lot more. You can't have it here, because even if your sister was here with you, guess what? She has to
has
go
a
to
life
work.
too. But in
She
Nigeria,
has
she
to
has to
work,
go to work too.
but not the same way. How many people are working overnight in Nigeria?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But here, if you're not working during the day, you're working at night. So you don't even have time to be a sibling to your sibling. You don't have time to be an auntie to your sister's children, because now, move on bills, work, hours.
Yeah.
We don't. It's not this deep in Nigeria.
Yeah, everybody is scattered all over the place now.
Yes.
My younger sister is in London. My brother is in Nigeria. One of my brothers is in Houston. I'm over here. My brother's son, I've probably not seen him in the last 1 year or 2 years. I don't even remember the last time. So, I feel like, Nigeria brings community.
Yeah.
Like the way we
Yes.
grew up,
Yes.
on Ileya, all of us are wearing the same
Everyone
clothes.
is-
We're all in the
Christmas.
same place. Christmas, we're all in the same
Summer
place.
holiday, we
But
spend it
here,
in each other's
everybody has to prioritize work.
Yeah.
Prioritize this. It's
Even
hard.
in the summer,
When
you'll be
while you're
having it.
prioritizing work, you're also prioritizing your immediate family, because
yeah.
now you're like, oh my god, I've been working all week.
I haven't
Now I have
spent
to
time
be
with
there.
this person. I
Exactly.
haven't-
I have to be there for my husband. I have to be there for the
my
children.
kids, yeah.
Then you're like, oh, I haven't spent time with my friends. Then I need to make time.
Yeah.
But it's not like that where we're from. That's
What,
not
what
how
do
we
you
grew
think?
up.
Did you live in Nigeria?
I did live in Nigeria. However, I think I moved here when I was 17. So I don't think I can really relate. And also, while I was in Nigeria, I was in the boarding house and all, I had maids, gatesmen, and all that. They did stuff for me. That they did stuff and all of that. my dad was really busy, so he wasn't always there, but would always have people like, represent him, to represent him, to like maybe to come and do stuff, or maybe to come give me some stuff at school and all those kind, because he wasn't there. I was raised by my dad, and my stepmom came in later. Even at that, I still think I was still with, I was in the boarding house, and even when I come home, my dad was really strict with me. Like if I had to go anywhere, I had to get the driver. The driver has to go with me, and the driver has to stay there until I'm
was
done
me.
visiting. I didn't have any. I've never, maybe it was when I was coming to the US, when I went to my uncle. The thing I made sure of, like, we didn't lack anything. Even if he wasn't there, he would always show up. And actually, because driver was always there. The other thing is, I never entered Okada in my life. Like the first time that I did was while I was going to the US, right? So I went to my uncle's house in Lagos for some days before I actually traveled with my uncle's wife. So we came together. And that was when I was in Lagos. I had to tell one auntie friend like that I've never entered Okada. I really want to have that experience. And that was the first and only time that I did. And it was fun.
Imagine you are using Okada to do excursion.
I'm Okada man.
And I fell in the gutter with Okada driver. Like somebody, we were coming from school, and I was going to my grandmother's house, and somebody jumped out of a bus, and the Okada guy did not see him jumping out of the bus, so he swerved. So me and the Okada, we landed inside the gutter. Like I jumped down, so I jumped into the gutter, like all my clothes were black. So far. But then again,
I started from when I literally fell on the highway, like in the middle of the road. I was on the bike with somebody else, and we fell with the driver. I got up immediately and moved to that side. The other girl started,
Thank you.
Thank you. The other girl, she just stood there. She was like, how you feel? I'm like, let's come meet you there. Yeah, she cried.
I guess I've been lucky because I've been on Okada so many times.
And you never had an accident. So let's quickly let's just get back to motherhood now, so we are not going into Okada stories. For like me too, with drivers following us about that used to be my mom and my stepdad. When I was in Unilag in diploma, driver would literally be outside my class waiting. Once I finish my lecture, I'll go back inside the car and I'll go home. And growing up as well, when I was much younger than that, my mom didn't want us to be with just the maids or the nannies. So when they picked us up from school, they would take us to my grandmother's house. We'll stay there, we'll have lunch and dinner there. Then when my mom is coming from the shop, then she'll pick us up and then we'll all go home. And I think that was just a way of making sure that we're not home alone, we're not with strangers, or nothing is happening with all the... And Nigeria was not even as bad, when we were growing up. Yeah. So now there's just too many things, going on. Yeah. So let's talk about... where would you rather parent? Would you prefer to be a mom in Nigeria or a mom in America right now?
I like it here. I really do, because I feel like I have control over what's going on with my kids. I know where they are. Every time I know who they are. I know it may sound like I'm not an helicopter mom. I'm very far from that. I don't mind living with my kids with people that I trust. But again, I know who they're with. I know where. But Nigeria, I don't think it's the same, because we say we have all this stuff. People have all this stuff, right? There's no criminal record check. You don't know where the maid is coming from. I remember my mom had this maid that right before I left Nigeria to go to Canada, she had this maid that she didn't even know. There was no background check and everything. They would bring those maids from, I think, Benue State. I don't know. We lived in Ibadan. Then my mom went to the market with the maid one day, and people that knew her, apparently she was a thief, a big thief, and everyone started calling her name. Everyone started calling her name. And the crazy thing was, this girl, she stole a lot of my clothes. She stole my phone. She stole a bunch of things. So imagine leaving your child with that kind of person. That means if they offer her money, she will take your child to go and sell. So they will just bring, everything is at a face value in Nigeria. There is no deep background check or anything. So that's why I feel like I have more control over God, of course. we always pray for protection. We pray
Yeah.
that God will continue to protect our kids, because a lot of things are out there. We cannot have control over everything, but at least the things we can help and the things that matter, we know about our kids.
Yeah.
So, and I feel like that makes us more involved too.
And that's really true about being here. So would you rather be a mom in Nigeria or a mom here?
I think I like it here, and I think that's probably because of the stage that my daughter is in right now. Because the things that I would really need help with, they are things I enjoy doing now, like waking up to feed her. Waking up to feed her is like a routine. She wakes up for a bottle, then I wake up, make a bottle, make myself a cup of tea, put on a show.
Such a
sit
girl.
there. So I'm feeding her and I'm drinking tea as well. It's something I enjoy. I enjoy it so much that when I'm not around to do it, I miss it. Or on days that I have help and I'm like,
You feel like
I
sometimes
want to
you
wake
go
up
wake
and yes. Sometimes when she doesn't wake up early, I'm like, I need to watch my show and I need to drink tea. So I'm waking
So
you
you
up.
cannot
and I
drink your
miss
tea
you.
without disturbing
No,
my baby.
I miss her. She's my company. For
Yeah. So she will now drink the tea that the baby will refuse to sleep. That one will now start laughing.
Then she eats and now she wants to play. I'm like, it's over. You need to
Kole
go back to bed.
We are playing.
You woke me up for this.
No, Kemi.
Yeah.
So would you rather be a mom in Nigeria or a mom here?
For me, I would say I'd rather be a mom here. If I had to do it over and over again, I will always choose here. And the most important thing for that is for safety. I know nowhere is safe, but like places are safer than each other, right? And there's still some kind of safety here in the US, which is what I wouldn't trade for anything, because that's a big deal. No matter how much help we all have, or
You
we
even
can,
trust the help.
no matter how much help we have or we can get, that safety, girl,
Cannot
that's
be bought.
Yes.
It cannot be bought. And the fact that over here as well, with all the extracurricular activity that you have to put these kids in, it's easier for you to find places that already offer those things. If they have to play basketball, there's somewhere for it. If they have to play soccer, there's somewhere for it. If they have to, but Nigeria, you have to start looking for all these things. It's so hard to even put a team of those things together. And
proximity may be ridiculous.
and then if you were to say, oh, I'm going to be there in 15 minutes, just know that 15 minutes is 1 hour. Just know you cannot quickly leave your job and be like, oh, let me quickly and pick up my kid and come back. There's something happening. And it's not to say there's nothing happening yet too, but there's still so many places that you can turn into and get out of it or whatever. But Nigeria is like one road leads to everywhere. One road. So if that one road is blocked, it's all over Jackie. It's all over Jackie. Don't cry, don't beg. So I really think I enjoy being a mom in this country, and just that, yes, I may not have the help. I'm a stay-at-home mom, like I said before, and I have to do everything by myself. My husband has gone to work, and this is the support that I'm able to give by holding down the house so that he can concentrate in whatever he's doing as well. Would I have loved to have a nanny? Maybe yes, I would have, but at this point, I think I've already scaled through the hardest part of of motherhood, and I've just done it by myself. And the times where I had help for like 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 days, whatever, I took it, and I was able to maximize those help. So let's hear from you guys. Would you rather be a mom in Nigeria or a mom here? Thank you for joining us on this video. Thank you. Yeah, and like I said, my name is Inka. This is
Kemi.
This is Ife.
This is Fadi Kemi.
and we'll be seeing you again in the next video. Bye. Mwah. Again, you guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. You guys should please help our condition. Subscribe, do everything. I said I'm a stay-home mom. Emma Shebe, follow. All right, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.
Bye, guys.